Robert, welcome back to your latest Manchester United news. We'll be talking about Mason Mount to Villa. We'll be talking about Rashford to Barcelona, as well as some other interesting stories as well. So the first thing I'm going to start off by talking about is Rashford, Barcelona story. So Barcelona has a full agreement with Rashford this season to stay next season. The remaining step is arranged in 30 million payment to United, which is going to be three instalments over 10 million across 3 years. Now, what had come out today, and that was yesterday, I think I might have mentioned in the evening show, this is what they said. So, sources within the knowledge of discussion speaking on the condition of the anonymity to protect relationships indicated that England international representatives, talking about Rashford, had positive talks with Barcelona Sporting director Deco, and both parties believe they were well placed to make the move permanent this summer. Barca sources indicated that the Spanish champion intend to pay the €30 million, 26.9 million buy option, including the loan agreed with Manchester United last summer by paying €10 million instalments across 3 years. So that's what's been talked about with Barca. I think that deal's going to get done. Rashford's happy at Barca. Ultimately, it's the right move for United to get him gone. I like Rashford. I think he's a class player. Someone giving me some good moments as a United fan. But if we're being honest and we're being ruthless as a football club, Rashford has to get sold. €30 million, again, in today's market, it's not enough, but it's ultimately what the deal was agreed before the season started anyway. Still think Rashford is a 50, 60 million pound player. You look at what he's achieved, the player that he is, the profile, he is worth more than that. But Rashford going Barcelona, I'm happy for him. I think it's a huge boost for United. It's a good bit of money for PSR. It's pure profit, all of that sort of stuff. Player with big wages off the books, that's another positive. But again, you also look at the negatives in it as well. And as I think, where I don't think he should be staying, there aren't many people with the sort of profile that Rashford has. But we'll have to wait and see. Now, Mason Mount, this was something I thought that was interesting. Villa and Fulham are among the Premier League clubs interested in Mason Mount. Listen, Mason Mount, again, I've said he has to be sold, in my opinion. I think a player on his day who's fantastic and adds a lot to this United team offensively and defensively, if we're being honest. He's someone who can score a goal, create a chance, got a great shot on him, had some big moments for United this season. I think Arsenal game, he was good on the opening game. Sunderland, where we got the goal, Wolves, was probably his best performance. He's looked very, very good. I think for me, an exit would definitely be on the cards. I think availability is the best ability and he's not available enough, and that's why I definitely would consider getting rid of him. Now, Villa, Fulham, again, I think he is Premier League quality, and I think he would go to a Premier League club, rip it up and do a good job, just not at Manchester United, where he's not available enough. We don't see the quality week in, week out. He's constantly injured. And again, we can't build a team around players who are not available enough, and that's ultimately the problem that we have at the moment with Mason Mount. I think it definitely is a conversation that we need to have about him because, again, he plays 1 or 2 games and then he's injured for 4 or 5. So, yeah, that is a big concern. I'd definitely consider getting rid of Mason Mount. Now, the next thing, this was an interesting stat that I saw. Actually, I'll talk about Murillo, then I'll talk about this. So, United are in active talks with Forest over a potential summer move for Murillo. The defender is understood to be eager to join one of England's top clubs. Now, for me, if Maguire isn't going to stay, he would be the centre-back I'd go out and get. I think he's got a very good profile. He's 23, left foot, quality, experienced. Played a lot of games in the Premier League already for Forest, which is good. He has a lot of talent. He's on the ball, fantastic. I'm certainly looking at bringing him into this club. I think in terms of whether that's to compete with Martinez, to replace Maguire, whatever, he's definitely an option I'd bring in. As I said, 23, progressive on the ball, obviously has a few years left on his deal. I think Forest are going to look to demand quite a bit of money for him. But if they go down, I think him, Anderson, potentially Sangare, Nico Williams, Ola Aina, they will lose a lot of players just due to that relegation. And Murillo, for me, would be someone I'd definitely consider bringing in. I think the quality that he has, as I said, potential as well. He's composed, he's a modern day centre-back. But let me know your thoughts. I think he would be someone, if Martinez was to go, I'd look at bringing in. Now, most XG prevented since Sen Lamon's Premier League debut. Sen Lamont has prevented 5.6 XG, which is more than Henderson, Robert Sanchez, Martinez, Jordan Pickford, Bart Verbruggen. He's been fantastic. I think, listen, I've did my video talking about Lamont. He's just a fantastic keeper, and there's no surprise he's top of that stat. Yes, we're conceding goals, but we've had clean sheets against City, Everton, Newcastle, Sunderland. If I'm missing anyone, let me know in the comments. ridiculous amount of clean sheets that we didn't have before. And I think he's just a refreshing goalkeeper. As I said, he's calm, composed, not too loud in the media, no ridiculous social media posts, don't speaks out, just does his talking on the pitch. And yes, he might not be the greatest at everything or distribution or whatever, but what a goalkeeper is paid to do, he does his job very, very well. So yeah, I'm very happy with Lamont. I just thought that was an interesting stat. I think £18 million is looking like very, very good business, in my opinion. Yeah, so that's all the latest news really at the moment that's being talked about. On Van de Ven, Tottenham have told Manchester United that Van de Ven is not for sale, growing amid interest. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on all the news. Tomorrow is obviously game day. Match reaction, all that stuff will be coming out as well. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you soon.